Hey, Solid Mustang coming at you here again, and we got solid reviews. And the solid review is Titanfall. This is one of my favorite games for the Xbox One. I love this game. This game is a ton of fun. Tons of memorable moments. Just have a good time. And let's get right into it. This game looks good, feels good. Motions are good. It takes a little getting used to. But I tell you what, you want to practice for Call of Duty? This game do it because it's faster. I get in here, and then I get into another shooter game. Let's see, like Destiny or Call of Duty. I feel like I'm in slow motion. This thing's so fast, and it's fantastic in that way. Let's start over here with the people. The people, they're well designed. They look good. They move around good. The jump works in this game because you can jump up, you can grab a hold of things, which you can't do in Call of Duty. And the jump just does not work in Call of Duty. And in here, it works. You can jump on the Titan. You can slide on the ropes, as you saw me do. You'll see me rodeo a guy here. Rodeo Titan, which is you jump on his back and you shoot into the brain of the Titan. So you sit there and bum, 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 bum. So it all works. It all fits together. It's well thought out, and it's Respawn. It's very well done. The only thing I would have done with the people is there does need to be, well, it needs to be two things. One, more guns. You have a very limited selection of guns. 2 sniper rifles, 2 SMGs, 3 assault rifles, but one's a single shot, one's a 3-round burst, and one's a full auto. So you kind of get the full gambit. I would just like to see a little bit more into that. Maybe a couple full auto rifles. I thought sniper rifles good, but maybe a couple LMGs. The LMG here can be a beast if you can get used to it. And yes, I did just about get landed on there. But the other thing is with the people is that the color. You can change up the outfits and stuff a little bit. Now, you'd have to determine them between the two sides. That's one thing I don't like about the customization right now is everybody looks the same. It's like, do I shoot at this guy or don't I shoot at this guy? Because if I shoot this guy and he ends up being a friendly, well, I just gave away my position. And that's my big thing with Call of Duty and Battlefield both is who's who. It's if you're just looking at the guys, it's really difficult to tell who's who. So yeah, if you're going to do the customization, you have to make them special. In this case, it's the company's name, which I can't think of it, and the IMC. So we'll just say the Empire and the Rebels, because that's basically what it is. So you have to make it so you can determine the difference between the two. So have a customization for your Rebel guys and have a customization for your Empire guys. So if you have those two, you're in good shape. The other thing I've really liked about Titanfall, and this is big time kudos to Respawn, is their willingness and ability to listen to the consumers. They really listen, they respond, they come out with stuff, they tell you we're doing this, we're gonna do it, here's when it's coming, they're on top of it. They really, the little problems they had, they really delved into, and most of the problems they had wasn't their fault when the Xbox One came out. Xbox One had a bunch of problems, which that in turn a lot of people blamed Respawn and blamed Titanfall. It wasn't Titanfall, it was the Xbox One not performing the way it was advertised to perform. So, but they listened. And they listened by, one, they had to nerf up the RC-101, the gun I'm using right here, right now. And they did it brilliantly. They took a little bit off the range, just a little bit, toned that back just a touch. went from 34 rounds to 24 rounds. And it was a great, you know, way of really reducing the effectiveness of this gun, because now you had to reload more often, you had to get in a little bit closer. It was a brilliant job. And it nerfed it down just enough to where it wasn't nerfed into oblivion, but at the same time it wasn't still overpowered. So it was a really good job of all that and of everybody doing it. So the other thing was a pilots only mode. People asked for it all over the place. They said okay. Pilot only mode, and the pilot only mode were in these maps. You had 6-on-6 on the pilots, no minions, no titans, and the only problem was maps were so big. Now you could have reduced the maps, or which then you have to get all new programming and everything else, or I think this would have been a really good option. Just add a bunch more guys. Instead of 6-on-6, do a 12-on-12. You know, you can have a mega battlefield with pilots only in this thing. You know, let's say this map right here, jumping all over the place. With your, 12-on-12, that could have been some really good battles there. Well, the other guys we got to talk about, the elephants in the room, because they're bigger than that, are the great big robots. And the big robots are the Titans. The Titans, they fit in here. They've done a great job, and I was worried about that these things would be so overpowered it wouldn't be funny. But with the design of the maps, and yes, they are powerful. You cannot go mano-a-mano pilot versus Titan. You get your butt kicked. But if you're smart about it, your pilot can take out that Titan. He can rodeo him, and he can take him out. You can do it. But you have to think about it. You have to move yourself around. Everything else. So here's another spot though where I thought customization really could have came into play. You could really customize. They got some icons you can put on your Titan, but they could have really messed with this. They could have really had some fun with this, and really made the customization of the Titan really cool. And really have your Titan, and really have your pilot. They could have done different things with the head, the arms, the legs, the chest, colors, and different styles. For each type of Titan. Yes, I know it would add for a lot of programming, but hey, it still definitely could have been done. Hopefully in Titanfall 2 it will get done. The last thing is the burn cards. The burn cards are really cool. You've been seeing me use them. They give you a little bit of a boost in whatever area, and they're pretty cool. They're fun. You can do anything from make your guy be invisible longer to make him permanently invisible, well, almost permanently invisible. It just keeps regenerating over and over again. To even the invisibility. The invisibility does not work well when you're fighting against pilots. Only works really well when you're fighting against Titans, and you don't want to be using your boost. It's used to get away from a guy initially, get around a corner or something like that, then boost up somewhere and throw him off to get to him. So that's why if you're wondering how that Titan saw you, well, if you were jumping here using your boost, you can see little flames come out the back. But there is a perk to get away from that, so which doesn't 100% reduce it, but reduces a lot of it. So anyways, that's Titanfall. Had a pretty good round there. This is a game you go buy. I love this game. It's a ton of fun. Have no problems with it. Unfortunately, it got a bad rap, so not a lot of people are buying it. Titanfall 2 will be a game for me to get without a doubt. So anyways, thanks a lot for watching. Solid Mustang, solid reviews. And we're going to be coming back with Forza 6. So the next time you see it, it's going to be up Forza 6. Thanks a lot for watching. Solid Mustang, I've got your 6.